What is up, everybody, and welcome to FLW Videos. In the last episode, we covered the top 10 rarest Pokemon in Pokemon Go, and you guys absolutely smashed that like button. Of course, the video was a little bit more on the entertaining side, but I figured why not go ahead and do a repeat to that? Why not go ahead and do something else that's a lot of fun, another top 10 entertaining video? And in today's episode, we're going to be talking about the top 10 unreleased Pokemon in Pokemon Go, and not talking about future Pokemon like Gen 6, Gen 7, but instead focusing on Gen 1 through 5, where there are simply Pokemon that just haven't been released yet in Pokemon Go. Whether it's going to be some mythical Pokemon that will get some type of special quest later on, or even non-legendary Pokemon from Generation 5 that haven't been released yet. Also, as an honorable mention / on this list, not sure where to put it, we end up getting a data mine that Mewtwo is now going to have a shadow form. How insane is that? Honestly, I think that that is completely game breaking. You could argue that Mewtwo is already one of the best Pokemon in this game, but just imagining it, having it in shadow form is going to be insane. But because this Shadow Mewtwo acts a little bit differently than all the other Pokemon on this list, I didn't yet want to go ahead and place it, but I want to get what you think about that in the comment section below. Go ahead and let me know, where would you put this Shadow Mewtwo on this top 10 list, especially after you are done watching it. But anyways, if you do enjoy this episode, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. So we already put Mewtwo on this list as a bit of an honorable mention / put it wherever you want in this list because it is going to be a beast. We're going to go ahead and get into the next slot, and that is going to be the Pokemon Shaymin. So Shaymin has two different forms, land form as well as the sky form. Now, if you were to ask me which one I'm more excited about, I would go with the sky form, mostly because it ends up getting a boost in the attack stat compared to the land Shaymin. But even beyond that, it could technically still end up becoming the better grass type attacker just because of having that higher attack stat, of course depending on the moveset. We know that Niantic loves to nerf Pokemon based on their moves, so cross your fingers for that sky form. That's the one that I'm personally the most excited about, but I would love to know what you think about those in the comment section below. Up next is going to be a non-legendary Pokemon, one of the few on this list, but we have the Zen mode for Darmanitan. And technically, we can include the Galarian form of the Zen mode because the Galarian Darmanitan as well as the regular Darmanitan are released in Pokemon Go, but the Zen modes are not. Now, the reason why I'm personally most excited about them has to do with the stats. As far as the stats are concerned, there's a lot of major potential, but I would argue that this is going to be the biggest hype letdown on this list because these are most likely going to get the worst movesets out of all of them. They're going to try to nerf them in some way, some shape or form, so I don't want to overhype them, but at the same time, if you look at their stats, I mean, come on. These Pokemon, in my opinion, are just screaming the Slacking treatment, where Slacking has an amazing set of stats, just not a good moveset to be able to use it. But I would love to know what you think about that in the comment section below. Up next, we've got another non-legendary Pokemon on this list, and that is Volcarona. So Volcarona is one that I have been so excited about ever since I researched Generation 5 being introduced into Pokemon Go. Volcarona has been at the top of the list of Pokemon that I was most excited about. The fact that it was a non-legendary Pokemon made it theoretically more accessible, but unfortunately, we haven't seen it added into the game for whatever reason. They're saving it for something. Are they going to do some type of special release, some type of slow release, try to put it in eggs and make some money off of it in raids? I don't know, but we've got Volcarona. Volcarona seems to be an exciting Pokemon, especially from the bug typing. Bug typing definitely needs a boost in Pokemon just doing well from that bug typing, and hopefully Volcarona can be the savior. Up next, we've got a mythical Pokemon. There are quite a bit of mythical Pokemon on this list, and that is Keldeo. So Keldeo, in my opinion, is one that I've been most excited about from its group, if you want to look at it that way, with the other legendaries that were released like Terrakion, Cobalion, you know, all of those, Virizion, for example. But Keldeo is one that I've actually been pretty excited about as far as its stats are concerned. It has a unique typing of fighting as well as water typing. What exactly is going to happen with this Pokemon? If I were to make a prediction right now, I would bet that it's going to end up getting a better water moveset than it's going to get a fighting moveset. And that's unfortunate for Keldeo because it's going to be competing against Pokemon like Kyogre, but it's still a Pokemon that I think is at least somewhat exciting. It has a decent CP as well, so that's something to at least mention. Up next, we've got yet again some other mythical Pokemon, and that is Meletta. So Meletta has two different forms. So with these two Pokemon, I'm excited about it, mostly because of the stats. These Pokemon almost end up maxing out near 4,000 CP, but they never cross it, so they are not nerfed. They end up getting right up to the 4,000 CP line and simply did not get nerfed because they did not pass it. There are technically other better Pokemon that got like a 4,100 CP, 4,200 CP, got the 9% nerf, and are technically now below Meletta, which is just a crazy phenomenon. Sometimes that ends up happening in Pokemon Go. But with these two Pokemon, I think they're going to be exciting. They have a unique typing. They could end up bringing some glory to the normal typing. I think that there are a couple of Pokemon that kind of come to my mind, at least. Maybe something like a Regigigas as like the top normal type Pokemon, but I think that these forms could end up giving Regigigas a run for its money. Up next, we've got the Therian form. So we end up seeing the incarnate forms ended up adding into Pokemon Go with Landorus, Thundurus, and then Tornadus, but now we are talking about the Therian form. So these Pokemon have better stats than their incarnate forms, just generally speaking. And if I were to pick one that I was the most excited about and has the most potential, in my opinion, I would personally pick out Landorus. So you're gonna have to let me know in the comment section below if you agree with that or not. I think that some people could say that Thundurus also has some clout, especially from the electric typing. So let me know, are you between Thundurus or Landorus as far as those Therian forms are concerned? I feel like Tornadus just is out of the question, unfortunately, compared to those two. It's really got no shot. In at the next position, we've got the godlike Pokemon Arceus. So if you were to ask me a year ago, 2 years ago, when I thought Arceus would be here, I honestly thought it would have already happened. I felt like this Pokemon was destined to go into the EX raids, but for whatever reason, Niantic has not released Arceus, and we're not even talking about a Generation 5 Pokemon here. This Pokemon is older than that and not released. Now, if I were to speculate as to why this Pokemon hasn't been added in, I would argue that it has something to do with the type platings, which ends up changing Arceus's typing. They're probably not exactly sure how they want to do it, and if they're going to have to do a ton of programming, a ton of logic, do a ton of things like that, they're probably going to end up making an event out of it so that they can get some money and get a return on their investment. But that's all business talk. Let's go ahead and get into the next one. We've got Kyurem Black as well as Kyurem White. Now, of course, we end up seeing Kyurem added into Pokemon Go, but behind the scenes, we actually ended up seeing the black and white models being added into the Game Master file, which is very peculiar because they could end up being added in sooner than what we think. Now, for these two Pokemon, they ended up fusioning with Reshiram as well as Zekrom to form the black as well as the white, and it's just a general boost to that regular Kyurem. Two sets of Pokemon that people are very excited about. I honestly think they will be released as separate forms, similar to Giratina Origin and Giratina Altered, just because it's going to be easier and it's uniform as to what is actually in Pokemon Go. But as always, you can let me know in the comments section below. Anyways, we have now made it down to the #1 position, and that is Mega Pokemon. So in this spot, I thought that it would make the most sense to put the Mega Pokemon here because we end up getting the official announcement by Pokemon Go stating that Mega Pokemon are going to be here in the year 2020. So with all that being said, there are just so many excellent Mega Pokemon. I have actually done a top 10 list of the Mega Pokemon by CP. I feel like they deserve the #1 spot, and of course I would love to know what your favorite Mega Pokemon is in the comments section below. But that just about wraps up our video. I would love to know what you think about this in the comments section. Do you enjoy this type of video? Do you want to see another top 10? If you have an idea, make sure to let me know in the comments section below, and I will see you next time. Huge shout out to the supporters over at Patreon. If you would like to get exclusive perks, make sure to check out that link in the description, and I will see you next time.